All right, let's have a conversation about this. This needs to be talked about. Let's examine. Let's do what we do. So the other day, I started to check out this new Kendrick album. Surprise dropped on Friday. Kendrick has had a huge year right now. He's got the internet by the cojones. I'm still working my way through the album. I'm gonna do a couple more videos, I feel like, on this. But I checked out track 1, Whacked Out Murals, the day the album dropped. You can see the full video right here if you want to. But in this song, he name drops Snoop Dogg and Lil Wayne. I even used this in the title of my thumbnail and everything. He dissed these guys. And man, I cannot tell you how many comments that I got telling me that this was not a diss. Some very hurtful. I had one dude just comment like, I hate white people. It's like, bro, come on, man. I bet $1 million that I know way more hip hop than you do, and that I've done way more for hip hop than you've even thought about trying to do. So fuck you, suck a dick. Anyway, from the outside looking in, I suppose I can sort of understand from your perspective. It is just one line from each guy, and the base level of the stuff is not very disrespectful. And maybe it's just because I'm an artist myself, or maybe it's because I've listened to so much music and I've seen so many situations play out over the years. But it is never just the surface level bar that is what hits the most. Never. So let's take a look at these lines real quick, and then we're gonna do some theoretical rap battles and talk about who we think would win those. So we'll start off with the Snoop Dogg bar. So the Snoop Dogg bar is Snoop posted TaylorMade, I prayed it was the edibles. Now if y'all didn't know, TaylorMade was one of the Drake disses that he released that had an AI Snoop Dogg verse on it, and Snoop posted it to his Instagram story. And to me, I hear that a diss is just like going out of your way to mention something that doesn't need to be mentioned. And if I put myself in Snoop's position right here, and I hear Kendrick say this about me, saying that he hopes that I was high as hell whenever I posted this, because if not, it was a stupid decision, he's calling me stupid. Or he is insinuating that something will happen if it wasn't the edibles that caused me to post that. Another thing that y'all gotta realize is that artists are literally the most sensitive people on planet Earth. That's why we make music. That's where we get all of our frustrations out and all of our terrible thoughts. Snoop has then gone on to reply and say, K-Dot new album GNX is fire, the microphones, all this stuff. It was the edibles, and then the palm to the forehead emoji, West King. So Snoop does a pretty good job at diverting right here. I know there was some stuff early in his career with like Eazy-E and some of the NWA guys whenever he teamed up with Dre. But for like the last 10 to 15 years, he's just been like out of the whole picture. Something similar happened with Eminem a couple years ago. There was an interview that he did where he said that Eminem wasn't top 10. Then Eminem went on to do a song, threw a couple shots at Snoop Dogg in there, saying that he's not really the guy that he thought he was. He's not a god to him anymore. And then Snoop kind of rescinded that as well. So I truly feel like Snoop is just trying to stay out of all this stuff. Like that is just not his scene anymore. Oh, what is this? I haven't seen this.
Kendrick is the king of the West.
Yes.
Kendrick is the king of the West.
He took the throne for me.
Yeah.
Ain't no giving it, he took it. That's why he where he at now.
Okay.
Ain't no accident why he running this shit and finna get Grammys and Super Bowl.
Yes, sir.
He took it from me.
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying? But a real king will honor the next king.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to kill a king to become a king. Not where we from.
See, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
been
Like,
passed down like that from generation. From Ice Cube to me to Kendrick to whoever is the one, we pass it down and we don't hate it.
Crazy
Even when the
lineage
niggas
right
from
there,
the
right,
Bay
Sway?
get it,
Crazy.
when Bodie get it, when Show get it, when somebody from the Bay get it, all hail the West.
All hell the West.
Yeah.
We respect protocol.
West Coast.
that's what I'm saying, man. Like he's not about that anymore. I feel like he's just about the heritage of hip hop now. Which again to me feels kind of weird that Kendrick said this on this song. It's like I know that Snoop's not trying to upset anybody, hasn't been trying to upset anybody for years, but Kendrick kind of didn't understand that point. So when you go to Kendrick versus Snoop Dogg, it's like it's not really even a battle because Snoop wouldn't do anything. It'd be just like I'm not interested in this. There'd be no reason for this. Now Wayne on the other hand, he did not take it so lightly. So the Lil Wayne bar right here is used to bump the Carter 3. I held my rolly chain proud. Irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. And again, from the outside looking in, I get it. But from an artist perspective, he is calling Lil Wayne soft. He's saying that Lil Wayne is a crybaby because he didn't get the Super Bowl show. And again, for those that don't know, the Super Bowl this year is being held in New Orleans. Lil Wayne is a New Orleans rapper. They skipped out on Lil Wayne and went with Kendrick for the halftime show because Kendrick is everywhere this year. Lil Wayne did an interview where he said that it broke him and he's just trying to put his life back together, and it hurt him a lot to not get the Super Bowl show offer. Now these are just like the main lines about these guys. He goes on to say that Nas was the only person that congratulated him on the Super Bowl, and that all these other rap dudes are just agitated, but he's happy now that he sees their true faces. Now I'm sure more than just Nas congratulated him on the Super Bowl, but for me, I can understand where Wayne is coming from. So I look at it as this. Say like my hometown, and they're looking for a rapper to do the halftime show, but they skip out on me to go with another YouTube rapper similar in size. I'd be like, bro, it's my town. Like I live here. I came from here. I talk about you guys all the time. I've done so much for this town. How are you going to skip out on me and go with another rapper? It's not about the other rapper. It's about the town skipping out on me. So if I'm Wayne and I hear Kendrick mention this, and it's like, bro, it's not even about you. It's about this city. Why are you saying this? This is where I talk about the sensitivity of artists coming into play. Wayne is upset he didn't get the Super Bowl show. Kendrick is upset that Wayne is upset. But they're upset for different reasons. But neither of them have communicated why they're upset with each other. So it comes off as disrespectful, comes off as disses. But it's also like, man, everybody's grown people, okay? They've all got their own things. Not everything is about Kendrick. So yeah, maybe they didn't congratulate him. Maybe they had some shit going on that day and they just didn't have a chance to text him. When's the last time Kendrick tweeted and congratulated somebody on something? Shabuzi just broke the record for the longest #1 song ever. And he's a black artist that did hip-hop that is doing country music now. Literally taking over an entire genre that has seen very few black artists in the history of ever. That's a huge moment. So does Shabuzi get to feel a certain way now that Kendrick Lamar didn't congratulate him on that? No. Again, goes back to the sensitivity. And now we got this Lil Wayne tweet where he says, man, what the fuck do? I just be chilling and they still come from my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep, I beg you all. No one really wants destruction, not even me, but I shall destroy if disturbed. On me, love. That is a declaration of war, by the way. I do not want to see this. As a massive fan of hip-hop, I do not want to see this. With Drake, it was a little bit different. I didn't listen to a whole lot of Drake. I didn't really listen to a whole lot of Kendrick either, so it was kind of like an outside looking in. But bro, I grew up on Lil Wayne. I think Lil Wayne is a top 10 artist of all time, but he is certainly past his prime. This is like a Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson situation right here. It's like back in the day, Lil Wayne was Mike Tyson. This dude would bite people's ears off if he had to. I don't really even recall anybody going after him aside from Jay-Z at one point, and he threw a couple pop shots at Jay-Z and then it was over. But to just blindly say that Kendrick wasn't intending Wayne to be hurt by this is just wrong. He was. And as much as I don't even want to say this, if there was a Wayne versus Kendrick Lamar rap battle right now, Kendrick would win for a lot of different reasons. One, like I said, Wayne is kind of past his prime when it comes to making music. Haven't heard that aggression from Wayne in a long time. He did go crazy on Saturday mornings with Cordae, but like there's so much recency bias with Kendrick right now. Like there's an incredible amount of recency bias. People are already saying this new album is a 10 out of 10. It's a classic. It's been 2 days. I feel like that is definitely the internet's perspective nowadays, is everything just happens so fast. There's like no longevity anymore. Now, I really like Kendrick. I like a lot of the stuff that he's doing, but half the time I don't even want to look at the internet because I see so many people saying just some outlandish stuff. And maybe it's my ears going, maybe I'm getting older and I don't understand hip hop anymore, but there's definitely a whole lot of bias happening right now with Kendrick. And I don't know if it's like the hatred for Drake that kind of amplifies it a little bit, but if I'm looking at all-time performances, all-time catalog, all-time everything, it's not even close to me. Lil Wayne is the better artist. You go track for track, you give me 10 Wayne songs, 10 Kendrick songs, I guarantee Wayne wins at least 8 of those battles. And that's literally not even questionable in my head. But if we're doing a modern day battle like today, Kendrick wins that. But there's my thoughts on the situation. Love you guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'm sure there's gonna be lots of conversations being had. Tomorrow I should be reacting to, I think TV Off is one of the most requested ones that I got. I think there was Peekaboo and maybe do Heart 6 and then like an album review. I'm not gonna do track by track, but I will be finishing up the album this week. So I'll see you guys then. Subscribe, stick around. Maybe by the end of the album, Kendrick can convince me that he is better than Lil Wayne all time. But for right now, I don't think so. Have a great day, guys.
I send so many shots at the top of the cat band. Bop, ba, da, 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 da. Sound like a motherfucking scat man. Step to me and knuckle up when you're around. I know what's up, cause all I smell is pussy like I'm eating out of bubble gum. 1, 2, 3 piece for the punks. My fists are flying, leave them slump. Call him Jack and Rose because you know them bitches coupled up. Now it's time to buckle up. I'll send you on the struggle bus. All these other rap dudes are vacuums, they fucking suck. Best believe I'll rough you up when you see me, you shutting up. Cause homie knows to run like them allergies is fucking up. I'm